Welcome, Virgo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to read the King of Cups that I have pulled for you. This is describing a way in which you have always been devoted to your work, that you have always diligently applied yourself to the process of working in a way that delivers service. There is a maturity of your vision, of your personhood, personal development that is giving you a greater emotional release through the work that you do. You love your work. You love the ability to hone in on the details of it, to fulfill your obligations in an honorable way. But you are now appreciating the opportunity that your work gives you to guide others, to express your love, compassion, nurturance for others in whatever field you operate, so that you are experiencing this recycling of love, care, nurturing, and attention that is feeding your own creative source. And this is in part a validation of who you are, a way you've learned to supply yourself with love, either love that you haven't always experienced in the external world, or that you did experience through a loved one, a family member, an ancestor, someone who loved you and cared for you so much that they gifted you some essential way in which you could honor your avocation. You could pursue the thing that you loved. And that, in many ways, is the greatest act of love that you have received, and that you now feel you have the opportunity to honor that. This is a general reading, Virgo, so it's not going to resonate for all of you. This is a reading where I use tarot cards and oracle cards to deliver a message that is timeless. When you find it, hopefully it will serve you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. So let's look at your present energy, the Devil card. In other decks, this is called the Black Magician, and in some ways I like that better because the devil conjures up so many quasi-religious associations for many of us. Whether we are religiously trained or not, the devil is a figure of evil. And in this deck, the devil actually is about passion. It's about the necessary passion we need to not only survive, but to thrive, to excel, and the ability to channel your passion into the work that represents you, that provides for you, is part of the devil's more positive expression. This indicates that drive to take care of others, to work tirelessly to provide for others, is one that you have accomplished, and that you are now actually turning away from this socially acceptable way of utilizing your professional experience, so that gaining accolades and awards is no longer sufficient. You've done that. This is to the Virgos I'm speaking to. Or it's no longer satisfying to simply go for the money, the rewards, and the things that you're able to achieve. What's more important to you now is the terms on which you channel this powerful passion, so that it is more and more a requirement of yours that you integrate exactly who you are authentically into the work that you do. That you somehow shift this work so that it addresses a personal need for expression, in a way that was never part of the bargain when you began in this field, even though it was fueled by your passion. This is a very specific message. But I do feel that you have been successful and that you're now looking at how you can continue to build on the success in a way that delivers you more sense of success, victory, abundance, empowerment. Empowerment to share something that you've only barely cultivated for yourself. In the past, the Nine of Cups. Yeah, this is, again, about the happiness, the satisfaction with which you've plotted your professional course. And I do feel for many of you that this has been the place where you have found your love, your devotion, your uh, sense of positive growth, healthy emotional growth, something that wasn't easily integrated into your initial professional climb, your initial terms of work or contract or relationship. Happiness does not feel like something that was relevant or important. But recently, in your recent past, this could be anywhere, it depends on what you've been doing. You would know this better than I, but you have focused more and more on the love that you neglected, didn't receive, believe that you contracted or exchanged love with another individual for whom you provided, and perhaps that reciprocity was not there. There's something that was neglected by you that exists in the realm of your emotions that fuel your creativity, that fuel your uniqueness, that you're now recognizing is a signature of even your professional accomplishments. And you want to amplify that because not only is it making your achievement more distinctive, more a signature, significant signature of who you are, but it also grants you the belief that you are lovable, that you are worthy of love, that you can have love in your life. In the future, the Two of Swords, there's a decision that you want to make or a decision that you have perhaps already made. You're considering that feels like a crossroads. It may be, in this particular case, as an example, a chance to continue to pursue a conventional expression of professional achievement, or you can move into a sideline that allows you to shape what you've achieved in a way that is more personally satisfying to you. I don't know what that means. I can imagine that it can mean that if you're an educator who teaches about history, perhaps now you're focusing on some kind of cultural history that reflects you. That's an example, one in which you can integrate your family narrative. That is perhaps not the greatest example, but one that comes to mind. But this is actually a choice, a decision you already made. You have already learned and taught or groomed your professional practice in a way that speaks to your cultural and individual need, your creative need. You now have a more radical, visible opportunity to make this more and more particularized. But you are concerned about who you're leaving behind, which is okay, except that this card is indicating to me that this really isn't a choice for you. You already know what you have to do according to who you are and what you want. And so the decision's already been made. You know your truth. and you're acting on that. However, there's an anxiety about the impact it will have on your loved ones, on your environment, that you cannot be sure of. And that causes you some sense of concern, worry, feeling a little bit held back, or perhaps even blocked from making the move that you feel is necessary in order to claim this new expression of your achievement. If this reading is resonating with you so far, Virgo, please like this video. Please share this with others, and please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I pulled the happiness card. I'm aware that being happy means I'm on the right path. And yes, it looks as though you have the confirmation for that. You've had the confirmation for that for a while. This can also indicate a relationship, a partnership, a new area of creative growth for you that is delivering on that sense of wholeness, completeness, personal integration of who you are into what you do. So yes, this is beautiful. I'm going to clarify the devil and the presence with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. I get the feeling that the past was something that hurt. The past features a lot of loss, a lot of suffering, a lot of trying to fulfill the expectations of others and somehow being found wanting. But releasing that, understanding that it's even the beliefs that was set upon were not intended for you. And that you may have even been aware of that going into it, but now your own achievement, your own satisfaction, your own growth and stability are what matters to you. Clearing that away set you up for a place of greater achievement, greater fulfillment. In the past, the Nine of Cups is clarified by the Five of Swords, and the Nine of Cups is repeated in the past. Interesting, because now I get that you have resolved a very difficult team effort, a difficult situation. Perhaps this was a professional arena in which there was disagreement, there was argument, there was a lack of faith or trust in the vision or mission of an organization. And as a result of that, you felt that you were negatively judged, or you negatively judged the environment as not being fertile for your growth in the best way. However, you understand now that this source of happiness absolutely is resting on a shared vision. This part of this vision is a way in which you integrate who you fully are, your emotions, your relationships, your desire to be creative, to be imaginative, to be playful, to know that you're making the best steps for you. And you centered that in your life in a way that is having a powerful rippling effect in other areas of your life. So this can be the joy at finding a suitable partnership. It can also be the joy in finding peace, joy in being who you are, and being single and not committing yourself to a relationship, understanding its purpose at this point in a way that ironically opens you up to attraction and association from other like-minded individuals. When you're happy with you, other people find you a happy experience. The Two of Swords is clarified by the Strength card and the Lovers. Yeah. Being you, being more authentically you, that means embracing the unique aspects of yourself, being self-accepting about who you are, Recognizing your past experiences only groomed you to recognize what works for you and what doesn't. And even if you've rejected those things that haven't worked for you, doesn't mean that you're rejecting partnership or commitment or long-term benefit for yourself through a partnership or a relationship. In fact, it shows that you're understanding that real soul growth for you in partnership comes through a commitment to a higher goal from the place of whole individuals. The Strength card is about what's really going to be required as you move on to this next level, this new world of achievement, of abundance, of stability and security. It feels as though there is some organizational building that you may be doing as a result of a partnership or a team that you are engaging with, that you're participating in. So now comes the opportunity to work regardless of the benefit, because this is what you believe in, this is what you're committed to. The superficial rewards, the material rewards matter less and don't have to matter as much, because for many of you, I believe you've already done well financially, well enough to feel that this new effort, you can sustain yourself. But this is where the real work comes in. This is you vibrating to a higher moral, ethical, or even spiritual code, and understanding that you're strong, you're resilient, and you've been successful in order to do the work that you're now committed to doing. I'm going to finish up this reading, Virgo, with the flora and fauna of Africa. And I have pulled the black rhinoceros, whose keyword is clear perspective. Change your perspective. Look more closely. There's much to appreciate around you. Thank you so much, Virgo, for this reading. Until next time, namaste.